What's up, everybody? I'm Mac from MacTheMovieGuy.com, and I'm back. And so is Hulu, and they got a new movie. It's called The Valet. Just for those new to my channel, I'm a blind film critic, so I didn't get to see any of this visually. I did get to enjoy the audio description, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. But first, let's talk about what this movie is. The easiest way to describe this movie is it's a Eugenio Derbez film. I think I pronounced his name somewhat correctly. So if you've seen Instructions Not Included, How to Be a Latin Lover, you kind of can get a good vibe for what this is. Also, if you're white and you don't know any Latino actors, it's a Samara Weaving movie. So if you refuse to learn the names of actors from other countries, then to you this is a Samara Weaving movie that also features Max, that guy that was on The New Girl, Max Greenfield. So that's the other film that it is. But Samara, also, if you don't like Latino people, this movie is probably not for you. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But also, if you don't like Latino people, my channel's probably not for you. Samara Weaving is, she plays an actress who's been an actress, and she's sort of is out of touch, and she's, like her celebrity, and she doesn't know real people, and she's got this boyfriend played by Max Greenfield who's actually not really just her boyfriend because he's also married, and he keeps doing that like, I promise I'm gonna leave her, it's not the right time, she's going through a lot right now, you just have to give me a little bit more time. But here, I bought you a gift, look at my gift, I got you a gift. And it's like, dude, she's a famous actress, can she please not be impressed by gifts? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then on the other side, we got Eugenio, and he plays, guess what? A valet. And he lives at home with either his mom or his grandmother. I don't know. The audio description likes to say grandmother. He keeps calling her mama. I've read reviews that say that she's the grandmother or she's the mom. I don't know what she is. I have no idea. He lives with a relation. And she's getting frisky with the landlord. Neither of them speak the same language. She doesn't speak a lick of English. She only speaks Espanol, and he's Korean and only speaks Korean. So, but they speak the language of love, as she lets him know, because the film gets really cheesy really fast. Eugenio is worried about a lot of things. He's just always stressed out. He's going through the separation thing with his wife, who's dating this realtor, but she keeps bringing their son by the house, and so he gets to see her, and he's like, what can I do to get her back? I really want to help. He's like willing to like pay for her next semester in college, and she's like, I've got a new boyfriend. And it's like, is he paying for your next semester in college? It seems like your boyfriend's got a better job than this dude, and this dude's willing to spend $1,200 on you. Other dude's a realtor, and he's not helping out a lot. So maybe you're making the wrong call there. But this film lives on these two people. They like other people, and they're going through some stuff, and what ends up happening basically is, because he's a valet, and Samara ends up exiting the hotel at the same time with her, cheating spouse, and a photographer, paparazzi, takes a photo, but the photo includes her, Max, and Eugenio. The three leads of the film are all in the same photo. So instead of saying that she was there because she's dating Max Greenfield, she decides to pretend that she's dating the valet. So Eugenio agrees to kind of help her out, takes pity on her, so they become friends, and he gets constantly put into fish out of water situations, like going to movie premieres and His other valet friends who all speak Spanish, they get into hilarious situations with him. One time, she gets like blackout drunk, and they put her in the car, and they're trying to drive her back to Eugenio's place so that she can sleep it off. And the guy that is driving, that's one of Eugenio's friends, decides to like drive through McDonald's on the way home, and he takes like forever to get place his order and figure out what he wants. It's kind of funny. It's amusing. It's a chuckle. This film doesn't go where you think it would. It's not just straight up Notting Hill Part 2, Notting Hill, the Spanish version. It's not that. This film does its own stuff, so I don't want to ruin the film for you. I just want to say it's not as predictable as you might think from hearing the tagline. So don't immediately jump to conclusions about things and being like, oh God, they just made the same movie. I swear, didn't I just see Marry Me? It's like, yeah, you did. That's a different movie. My only thoughts really on the audio description is that I sort of wonder, and I'm thinking about this from the perspective of the fact that there are bilingual people out there, and I do hope that they got Spanish audio description for this, because I know Eugenio's audience is predominantly Latino. He attracts a large Latinx audience for his movies, and that's always been his thing, and why his movies end up popping at the box office, and they do really well in certain markets with large Latinx populations. So I'm assuming that for Hulu, this is doing the same thing. It's reaching a lot of Latinx households, except for in the English audio description, everything is dubbed, so there's no Spanish. So if you wanted to listen to Spanish and get audio description, I'm hoping there's a Spanish audio description option for those people. But for me, obviously, I only speak like a little bit like words, so I only pick up like words. I don't get full conversations, and there's a lot of Spanish in here. Not that there's a problem, but I do also want communities to be represented, and he is the lead here. I know Samara Weaving has fans, but I promise you, Eugenio Derbez, if you look up his career, he's earned more at the box office, and he's top-lined more films. So he's actually the lead of this film, regardless of how many fans Samara has. But it's okay. It's a fine film. The audio description is fine. I just want to make sure that the people who come to this get the kind of audio description that they deserve based on where they're coming from. I don't want to just whitewash the film just for the sake of me being able to enjoy it, and then suddenly Eugenio's Latinx fan base is listening to an entire film in English that's literally just dubbed over all of their Spanish. So I hope there's Spanish audio description for this. I hope it's great. Hulu would be crazy to not provide that. Hopefully there's like even a Spanish track that dubs the English, because he, again, has a huge base that way. I haven't seen Acapulco, but I know that one is also a multilingual TV series that stars him. So that's his thing. And I don't mind it. So I didn't mind it before. I didn't have problems reading subtitles. So I just noticed that every time I get audio description, I also get dubbing. So, which is fine, because I need to know what's happening. But at the same time, I hate crushing other cultures. So it's not fun. But the movie's okay. It didn't really blow me away. It's okay. I didn't like laugh my butt off or anything like that. There were a couple moments where I chuckled. Their relationship is odd because they come across more as like best friends and opposites the whole time, and you're not really sure what you're rooting for or who you're rooting for. And there's just sort of this character growth. It's a very sort of different movie than what you might expect it to be. It didn't 100% work for me, but I wouldn't also tell you not to watch it. So I'm going to give this sort of like a soft recommend and say it's C+. Anyway, that is my review of The Valet. And let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And check out macthemovieguy.com for more reviews. And the Audio Description Project for more films with audio description. See you the next time Hulu drops another movie, or Eugenio, or Samara, or really anybody. Tomorrow, probably.